Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the literal 7th time that I have tried to record this video. I feel very awkward about talking about this for some reason. I'm having a really difficult time getting through it. So if I seem weird, I'm sorry. But anyway, my name is Jalen. If you're new here, feel free to like, subscribe. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a dietitian or a healthcare professional or anyone of any importance. I'm a normal person just like you, and these are my experiences that I wish someone had told me when I started my whole kratom journey. I really wish I had known these things. I wish somebody would have really put it in my face and really said it to me so I would have known what to expect, because I was thrown for a loop, which I shouldn't have been had I done more research. But I feel like a lot of us don't know some of the things I'm going to tell you unless you've been through it, and then you do know. So basically, let's go ahead and start. If you don't know what kratom is, it is a plant. It comes from the coffee plant, kind of it's a off coffee plant is what I have read, from Southeast Asia. And the way we get it here is in powder form, the leaf form you can make teas, or in capsules. And it's literally sold at your gas station. There's a few states that it's not legal in, and if it's not legal where you are, it's scheduled as a Schedule 1 drug, a major heroin, meth. It's a big deal. So if it's illegal where you are, please do not try to get it. But it is legal in the majority of states. I think it's legal in 44 or 45 states. So it's mostly legal everywhere. And now this is it's very controversial because some people think there's so many benefits that outweigh any of the negatives, and some people think there's too many negatives that outweigh the benefits, and that it's just other opiates or other drugs. And I totally see where the negative people come in and where the positive people come in. But this isn't a video about everyone else's opinion. I'm going to share my journey and my story, and hopefully it can help you make an informed opinion on whether or not you think you should do more research, because you should, and whether you're interested or not, because maybe you won't be interested at all after you hear what I have to say. So basically, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, my husband was addicted to a lot of hardcore drugs for a while, and something that helped him get off of those drugs was Suboxone and methadone. And if you've ever been on those drugs, they're horrible for you. They're not much better than being on heroin, and the withdrawals from them are horrible. And now I've never experienced that. I've never been addicted to things like that, but I've heard from other people, and I've done my own research, and it's just not great. It's just pumping your body through more chemicals. It's just not good for you. So my husband found kratom and he started taking it. I remember the first time he tried to give me some kratom, I was sitting on my phone Googling all this stuff about it because I was so nervous to take these capsules that this guy handed me. I was like, I don't know if I want to take this. I barely know you. I can't take these drugs from you. And he's like, oh my God, it's not a drug. And there wasn't really that much information about it besides other Reddit pages, basically. And then a few FDA pages saying it's bad for you. But so I did it, and I didn't feel anything the first time. And you really should look up a whole bunch of dosing stuff. If you're going to take it anyway, maybe if you guys want me to, I can do a video on that. Because there is stuff out there, but there's just not that much out there that I would trust, which is part of the problem. So I took it that time, and I didn't take it again for a long time because, like I said, I didn't really feel anything. I didn't know what to look for. So I just wasn't really interested in it at all. But later on, I was in a lot of pain. I was having an ovarian cyst that usually goes away when your period goes away, TMI, but it didn't go away. It was still there afterwards, and it was really painful. I went to the ER for it. They gave me morphine and Loratabs, and my husband was like, well, why don't you just try kratom, because they only gave me a few Loratabs and I was out. And so this time I tried it and it worked. And obviously it numbs your pain doesn't completely go away, but it numbs it enough to be bearable, and you're fine. And I couldn't believe that it literally felt like I had took some Loratabs. It felt almost exactly the same. It was kind of crazy that this is something they sell at the gas station. I couldn't believe it, how amazing it made me feel when I was feeling so bad. And so I took it for, a few days at that time because I was in pain. And then the pain went away, the cyst went away, or just stopped hurting. And so I didn't need it. But then, a couple months later, I had a really bad period. Sorry guys, that's like where all my pain comes from. And so then I took it again a few times, and then I didn't need it, and then I started taking it some more, and then all of a sudden I found myself taking it almost every night as like a fun thing. So before like dinner time when my stomach was empty, I would take it, and then we'd hang out and really have like good night. It made me so happy. It made me focused and carefree and relaxed, and it felt really good. And different strands do different things, but I really enjoyed being relaxed, and my anxiety is always so high. It really chilled me out, and it was amazing. And I wasn't having to take Xanax or Klonopin to be relaxed. I could take it. And anytime we would like go do anything with people, I would have really bad social anxiety, and so I would time my kratom dose before we would go do something with people. And it really worked out because I wasn't anxious or having issues when I was around people, and that was a huge benefit for me because I really struggle with that a lot. So I didn't really think that it was that big of a deal because, first of all, I thought it was something that I could just stop whenever I wanted to, that I didn't need it. It was just for fun. I'm just enjoying myself. It makes me feel great. It makes me really happy. It kicks in those endorphins and that dopamine, and I just feel amazing. And it was just nice. And it was cheap, relatively. I mean, compared to if you're doing drugs every day, it's significantly cheaper. And so it wasn't really an issue for a long time. And then I realized after like a whole year of taking it that it had been a whole year since I had went a day without it. And I was like, oh my God, like, I can't quit. Like, I literally cannot quit. How am I supposed to quit? Like, what? How can I quit this? And I really struggled with it. I would literally take my dose almost every day, not even because I like wanted it, but because it was 6 o'clock and it was time to take it. Like it was like part of my schedule, and without it, my day felt off. And if my days feel off with anything, if I have a day that's not like it always is, it really causes me anxiety. And so I'm having anxiety, and I know what would help my anxiety, but I can't take that because that's causing me anxiety, to be addicted. And I didn't realize, and I know that's like stupid to say maybe, but I didn't realize how addictive it would be because they don't warn you about that. No one's sitting there telling you that, hey, like, this is really addictive and it's hard to get off of. And not only is it hard to quit, but it actually causes physical withdrawals. When you quit it, after taking it for so long, your body physically will withdraw from not having it. You feel body shakes, your nose runs, your eyes water, you don't feel good, you feel nauseous, your head hurts. Mentally, you're just craving it nonstop. That's all you can think about. And then you go into like a depressive episode and you're crying. Like, you're literally coming off a drug. And that's so scary to think that I needed something in order to function and be happy. It's very scary. So flash forward to coming off of it and quitting and dealing with that, and like to realize that, you know, it's something that I had to stop because mentally it wasn't good to stick on that. Now, that's all like the negative things I have to say about it, is that it is addictive and you will withdraw if you take it as long as I did, and you can only take it so much during the day or it won't even work. There's like a time window where you have to take it or it's not going to work for you. And it's just kind of a slippery slope to take something that you think is going to help you and then to be addicted for no reason. Now, that's all my negative stuff that I wanted to say, and I also wanted to throw in some positive because there is a lot of positive that comes with this too, and that's why it should be legal. If you're someone who has done heroin for 10 years, you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, all of your money on heroin. Now, I've never bought heroin, but I know it's more expensive than kratom. So if you're doing heroin all the time and then you quit and I know it's addiction swapping, but if you switch to kratom and you take kratom for the next 10 years, that is so much better than doing heroin. That's so much better than going to a sketchy drug dealer's house, spending all of your money on a drug that could potentially kill you, that might be laced with fentanyl. It's so much better to go take kratom every day for significantly less money, like crazy less money. It's so much better for people. It's so much safer, it's healthier, and there's issues maybe long-term that might come with kratom. But same with marijuana. Like, if you can swap doing drugs for marijuana, like, do it if it's legal, because I need to say that. But there is a lot of benefits that do come with taking kratom. It's not a horrible thing. And if you're someone who can take it only when you have a meeting at work and you're really nervous, or when you have a presentation at college and you're super nervous for it, or you're having to go to like your spouse's family event and you're really nervous to meet family you've never met before. And then you take it before you go because you're nervous, or if you have an audition for something and you take it before that to calm you down, or if you're in a lot of pain for a few days because you have ovarian cysts but you can stop after that, or you have a broken leg, or whatever it may be, like temporarily to help you. It's so good in moderation to help with things like that. Or long term, if you're someone who has to have something in order to be sober from hard drugs. So yeah, anyway, I just want to make this video after seeing this one girl take it every day for a week. First of all, she called it kratom and kratom, which I've never ever heard anyone call it that. Like I said, like I took kratom for over a year, every single day, almost twice a day for the last 6 months of that. And I've never heard anyone call it that before, so weird. She just kind of glamorized it a little bit and made it seem like it was like a great thing. And it is great, but no one's really talking about all the crap that comes with it. There's so many bad things that come along with it too, and we need to be aware of those things so we can make the right decision for ourselves. So if you're not someone who gets addicted to things easily, this is a great thing for you. And if you are, maybe really think about it before you start, because it's really hard to quit something like this. And I've never been someone who's had a hard time quitting anything. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I don't upset anyone by talking about this. I just really wanted to share my opinion and my experience and how I feel about the situation. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. It's like we had a tornado warning earlier and the light is going crazy, so I'm sorry it's gone in and out. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!